Today we're going to start our unit about animals. Before we begin, pause your video to go grab your animals booklet and a pencil. Today we will focus on the vocabulary words or important words that you will need to know in order to understand this material. The first vocabulary word is living things. Living things are any things that need food, water, air, and space to live. They grow, change, and reproduce. Some examples of living things are people, animals, and plants. For example, we have a cow and flowers that are examples of living things. Our second vocabulary word is non-living things. These are things that are not alive. They do not need food, water, air, and space to survive. They do not grow, change, and reproduce. Some examples we have in this picture are the tractor, and the rake, and the shovels. Our next vocabulary word is reproduce. This means to make new living things like oneself. For example, this mama bird has baby birds that look similar to her. Environment is our last vocabulary word. An environment includes all the living and non-living things in a place. For example, in this picture, there's a tree that is a living thing and a big rock that's a non-living thing that makes up this environment. Now turn to your first page of lesson 1 and it will say, what are living and non-living things? We're going to skip over this question because you have to read the text to answer it. Instead, we're going to focus on this section at the bottom. We're going to write the 4 vocabulary words on the lines. I will show you the correct way to spell those words and you will pause your video to write each one. On the first line, pause to write the words living things. On the next line, pause to write the word reproduce. On the next line, pause to write non-living things. And on the last line, pause to write environment. As we read the text this week, you'll notice that these words are highlighted in yellow. So pay attention to those important words as we move on Tuesday and Wednesday.